Play fake. Navarro. Intercepted. Picked off by Tate Halleck. Inside the 35 of Ohio. The clock at 5. Mix up in the backfield. Bruin wasn't there. Navarro left naked, spinning toward the end zone, and he turns it into a touchdown. Lowry. He'll keep it and dive in for the touchdown. What a drive. Tight end in motion. The running back gets it. Touchdown, Bobcats. Van Gura. In favorite Rockets, but that kind of changed everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's one of those things where you score 14 points to win the game, and you win 5 of the last 6.
Here's Taylor Williams. Still on his feet. There he goes. Has blockers in front. Cuts it back. What a run down to the 3-yard line.
Trying to catch him off guard here.
Touchdown. A walk-in for Jalen Buckley. How about that answer? From the 14-yard line of Ohio with 1:54 to go. Out of the 2-minute timeout, Navarro hammered down. And it's Nadeem Tucker finally getting home.
Lay him anywhere, over the slot, out wide. Just makes plays. Play action, there's the deep shot. It's Bell, catching stride, and pulled down near the pylon at the 1-yard line. Around 2.5 entering tonight. Quarterback sneak. Louisville gets the push. And Miller Moss is in for a touchdown. Off the high snap. To the 25. Clemson says the ball is out. And it's a turnover, and it's Tiger football. Man. Randall up the gut. Adam Randall in for 6. First half, they only went for 49 on 7 carries. Little option. Now it's Lacey. He'll throw. Kariski is there. We've seen that one before. Yes, we have. Instead, it's Randall fighting. Waiting for a signal. Touchdown Clemson, and we are tied at 19. Field goal range. For the lead. Ranvier's kick, no good. Bad snap. Smith has trouble with it. Down he goes. Louisville takes over inside the Clemson 25-yard line. You want madness? You have madness in the ACC. First field goal he's attempted inside of 50 this year. Keller's kick, no good. A kingdom for a kicker. Louisville has missed 3 kicks tonight, 2 field goals and a PAT. But
it's a run. It's out to the edge and increases. Arizona with a big start. Touchdown Arizona. Ismail Money, 27 yards to the house.
That's exactly what they did. Inside give, there's an opening and a first down. Teska off to the races. Alex Teska to the house, and Navy on the board first.
Weeks against the run. And there is a run from Sorsby, and there for touchdown. Answer back. Brendan Sorsby for 6.
Meeting up. Love. Jeremiah Love with a spin. Here he goes. Jeremiah Love. Heinschel. That ball is picked. Adon Schuler.
Actually, that's Tay Johnson. His jersey was pulled up. Swordsby pulls it out and throws on target. One on the ground, one through the air for Swordsby.
Try to confuse you in these spots. Pressure off the edge. Sellers throws it deep, and it's caught. And they're marking Jacobs down, or no. Now official comes in and says touchdown, South Carolina.
Well, Texas playing at Georgia. Horvath's going to try to float one long. One-handed grab, and there it is. Still on his feet is Eli Heidenreich. Tripped up at the 5. It'll be first and goal for the Mids.
Reed in trouble. His arm hit. The ball goes backwards, and it's picked up by South Carolina. Nick Barrett's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
First down, Brown slings it. End zone, and a toe tap in that back corner. He did catch it, Keyshawn Singleton.
Sack yards. Start of the second quarter. Notre Dame's C.J. Carr with time. That is intercepted. It's Baines Marquez on the return. Pitt's defense comes up big. Caver, Baines Marquez weaving his way as he settles in at the 12-yard line, and that is just what the Panthers need.
Out of the I formation. They'll give it to Marshall, trying to squeeze through. Does he? Yes, he does. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Championship game with a couple of more wins, including today. Horvath, jump ball. There it is for another touchdown. Tumbling down in the end zone, Alex Teska.
They're crying somewhere. That's a sickle.
It's going to get exotic. It's lofted by Swordsby, and it's picked off. Dalton Johnson with the second takeaway for Arizona.
The most sacks in the country, but none yet for A&M. And they can't get after Sellers here. He throws high, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Dalton Brooks. Now a flag down. Brooks still running, and all the way down to the 6-yard line. Reed will throw. End zone pass. Concepcion can't hang on. Another drop. We saw Craver put it on the ground on the last drive, and Concepcion just coughed up a touchdown. And it hits the upright, and it's no good. Oh, my goodness.
Second and 6. Carr with another shot downfield, and he did it again. Malachi Fields going up top.
Reed takes a shot. It's underthrown, and it's intercepted by Bakari Swain. He'd been living dangerously with some bad passes that were not picked off earlier in the quarter. Oscar Attaway in the game for South Carolina at running back. See if the Gamecocks play it conservatively here. Sellers flipping it across the middle for a first down. Harbor's got great speed. The track star is free. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Reed stepping up. Launching it high. It's intercepted by Swain again. Swain running it back. All the way down to the 22.
Formation helps spring Brown for a big gain. Brown with a keeper. Brown with a touchdown, and there it is.
Well, they keep getting him involved in the run game. He'll throw it here. And he takes a shot, and it's caught for a touchdown by Isaiah Williams.
Didn't play against Kansas. Third and goal. And right into the end zone is Fields.
Northwestern. First and goal at the 9. Michigan trying to pound the rock. And wow. It fools everybody, including our cameraman, Bryce Underwood, with the touchdown.
Back to throw again.
Stepping up, taking a shot, and it is caught! Buffalo Roman, touchdown, Texas A&M!
Nashville, Tennessee. But now off schedule after the holding call. Back to throw off play action from his 3-yard line, and
It's caught! Buffalo Roman running away from defenders. Will they catch him? They finally do as he's tripped up.
they go empty set here for Marcel Reed. 8 of 11, 2 touchdowns in the second half. He'll step back and fire. It's caught.
It's a touchdown. Borkinger makes it a one-score game.
Was missed today. Will they have a decision on third down? Fafita, end zone, touchdown! Gio Richardson, a third down score to make it a 2-score lead for Arizona. Touchdown, Michigan. Marshall.
Contact. 15-yard infraction, not a spot foul. Byron Brown off to the races. And there he goes. All the way to the end zone.
Fourth down. Chasing 10 points. Sorsby to the edge. Johnson. Foot race for the first down. Does he have a touchdown? Not quite. They were all scrambled around as Johnson barrels ahead. And he is in there.
146 yards in one game. Woodson, end zone. Yes, sir.
Stone on the play fake over the middle. Caught. Well safe. In. First and goal at the 1. Do they get it? Touchdown Wildcats.
3, they stay on the field. Carr's going to run it himself, and with that, he goes into the end zone for an Irish rushing touchdown.
They're now inside the 5. Smith, the ball carrier. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. And the game is tied. A&M can take the lead with the extra point.
Try to make it a one-score game again. Backwards throw. Wide open end zone. The answer is yes. Was it caught? It was for the touchdown. Jeremiah Coger.
No touchdowns, no picks. Underwood. Underneath. And it's intercepted. Wow. Down the sideline. Braden Turner. They give it to him. Kamalafe. Touchdown. Northwestern. Caleb Kamalafe.
Closer with a win today. That would put them at 6-1 in the league. Woodson with a path. Big yardage for the midshipman. Braxton Woodson all the way.
Coastal again. It's intercepted. On the play action fake. Robert Fitzgerald.
Throwing it to Reed. It's behind him. The ball's loose. And it's recovered by South Carolina. Inbounds by Fred Johnson. They run a trick play with the true freshman Morrow on the direct snap. He tries to throw it to the quarterback Reed.
Game comes down to this play. 4th and 14. Sorsby lets it fly. Caldwell can't get there. Costa. I think he got it. And he lost it. Northwestern ball.
2nd and 1 for the Gamecocks. About 30 yards away from a field goal try. Sellers in trouble and sacked back inside the 30-yard line by Dalton Brooks. This could be it for South Carolina. Blitz coming. Sellers steps up. Taking off. Down he goes. Turnover on downs. A&M a minute away from hanging on for an incredible comeback. One of the greatest we've seen in SEC history.
Underwood. Looking. Underwood. Sideline. That is a catch. Got it up. And
come back and beat Northwestern 24-22.
4th and 1. Little play action. Flags come out. Gronowski going to get that back to the end zone. Got it complete. It's Dayton Howard. But we have to check on the flag.
Offside defense number 7.
Will be King Miller stuffed in the backfield. Carson Shire gets his ankles and turns it over on down.
2nd and 11. Bailey picked off in stride. Coming back the other way. Jacoby Thomas looked at his wrist, said, I got time today.
Covered in bounds. So
Yeah, that was close
right.
too. Because if it were, there's an interception on the first play thereafter. Eli Bowen down the sideline. He may go. Ty Simpson back there. Can't tackle him. Touchdown, Eli Bowen. 87 yards.
break, and you're going to see some explosive passes and runs, and we saw one, but they turned the ball over Georgia Tech.
Yep. Here goes Georgia Tech, and this is Rutherford breaking free. On cue, the explosive Malik Rutherford. Can he get to the house at the 10, the 5, and he does. It's a touchdown for Georgia Tech, and it's 71 yards for Malik Rutherford.
The 2 passes. There'll be a 7th run and a sneak from Gronowski. Will get in for the score.
Snap now. He gives it to Hill. Touchdown, Alabama.
Ava moving out to the wide receiver spot with Brian Jackson in a direct snap situation. He takes that direct snap and takes that ball into the end zone for USC's first points of the day.
From NC State's 48. Tony, he's a former high school quarterback. There's the evidence, complete. Trader, all the way inside the 5. Malachi Tony does it again.
Oklahoma. Both punters today are D2 transfers. That's a good one, driving Ryan Williams back to the 17-yard line. Adams trying to block for him. Now the ball's out at the end of the return at the 30. No whistles yet. Sooner sideline convinced they have the ball, and they do. 12-yard gain. Latier through a hole inside the 5. Touchdown.
Dangerous Cade Legion in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He's going to flip it back to Reese Vanderzee. He's going to throw it to Mark Gronowski for the trick play score.
Well, they know it's not man coverage.
4-man rush.
Just go.
Lewis. End zone touchdown. Matt Adcock with the catch. For a 30.4%, 8th best nationally. Cuevas is wide open. And he walks in for a touchdown untouched.
Man coverage again on Lewis Bond. They're going to come with a 5-man pressure here.
10th play of the drive. Lonergan looks right, throws that way to Chazinski. Touchdown, Boston College. Their longest scoring drive of the season. Beck into the end zone. Tony has done it again.
Over 35,000 on hand tonight for this game against Memphis. Here's Sutton Smith with room. Smith cuts it up the middle in a foot race.
No chance.
Sutton Smith is gone. Touchdown.
Oh, high snap, and it's hooked wide left. And that wasn't close.
BC gets in the 2 tight set again. And they're going to hand to McDonald. Here's Jordan McDonald, and Boston College leads.
The combination block that time.
Beck looking to pass. Downfield, complete. Touchdown, Lofton.
He has. And good pressure, good protection, but it's Makai Lemon crossing the end zone and coming down with that toss from Mayala, his first TD pass of the day.
Direct snap, Ty Simpson wide to the left. Touchdown.
Lonergan sets, throws, it's caught. That's Harris at the 10, inside the 5, touchdown. Broke through 2 tackles and scored.
What a great run by Reed Harris.
Gronowski on the move. Oh, that ball's picked off. It's the freshman Jakeem Stewart off the deflection, and the Trojan defense makes it stand.
With Yannick Smith out of the lineup.
Hauser play action, takes a shot as a man. It is Spalding with the catch. Is he in? Oh, yeah! Touchdown ECU!
And it's an and 1, Matt, because the PI, and he still scores.
Rain has certainly been a factor, but for Mayava and SC, a first and goal. Brian Jackson, second touchdown of the game, gives the Trojans their first lead.
Blitz up the middle. Smith keeps. Rather, Lewis is in for a touchdown.
Here, 2 receivers wide to each side, and Wine gets there and forces a fumble. Free ball, and Oklahoma has it. Kendall Daniels on the ball.
They need to run this ball in. They need to punch this in.
Jamal Haynes the toss, trying to get right side, touchdown. Jamal Haynes into the end zone for his 4th score of the year.
20 in a row. That's the 2nd longest field goal streak in SEC history. Now 21 in a row.
A bunch of, ants finding a little bit of sugar on it.
Montgomery, touchdown Pirates!
Play clock at 3. The late blitz, and they get there again. Simpson swung down.
4 catches on the day so far for Fanami. 2:12 to go in this game. And Gronowski will take a deep shot. Caden Weegan looked like he got pushed out of bounds. And that's the call.
Rolling on the field is an incomplete pass. Turnover on down. USC.
Region. Yes, so close, maybe by a toe. Just out of bounds. We'll take another look. Toe on the white.
He's played great today, but you got a chance to right the wrongs here.
Here's the give. This is Jordan Allen turning the corner. Here goes Allen down the near sideline, and Georgia Tech leads. 54 yards, and the speedster, just a freshman. Tight end to the bottom is Franklin. They're going to hand it to Richard, and he races into the secondary. Turbo Richard is going to get BC the lead back. With 4:09 to go, the Eagles have answered.
Although Hill's been effective in short yardage today, they fake it to Proctor. Lonnie Brooks around the corner for the first down. Didn't get it by much.
BC's going to go for the block here now.
Snap, spot. The kick is good.
Will they bring that pressure? Yes, they do. Heineke tried to blitz. Simpson throws. Broken up. Peyton Bowen. What a day for the Bowen brothers and the Oklahoma defense.
They're thinking about scoring.
They're thinking about winning this game walk-off style.
Hauser takes a shot to the end zone. Mangum makes the catch! Touchdown, Pirates!
don't see that very often with Florida's front four.
Elon Lacy to the goal line. Dives. Did he break the play? The officials coming in from either side. Is it a record setter? It's a touchdown.
At large. Final play of the game. Lewis. In trouble. Downfield. It's all over. ECU with the comeback.
Xavier Harris has 6 career blocked kicks. How about DJ Lagway just does it himself? Another quarterback draw this time. It gets the Gators 6.
Naylor 1 for 4 on 3rd down. Picked off, going the other way, and Elijah Davis will not come back. 65 yards. We tried to tell you, these corners are ruthless.
A lot of people thought the Florida Gators football team very talented.
Thought about a screen to Caden Lee, and an interception. Down inside the 10-yard line. The freshman Jaden Woods. I formation with a linebacker, Aaron Childs, trying to pave the way for Jaden Baugh. And there is the go-ahead touchdown.
Robertson throwing in zone. Josh Cameron. And more. Ficklin at quarterback. Will keep Ficklin to the open field. And the freshman can fly straight into the end zone. 67 yards.
Chambliss sees it and get it off. It's a 4-man rush. Cleaner pocket this time and a strike. Dejan Scribbling splits the defense. Stumbles into the end zone for a Rebels touchdown.
It's really an extension of their run game.
Play fake to Bowen. Stockton on the move. Throws for the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Noah Thomas.
Way, and you're reaping the benefits here. Belcher this time gets stuffed, but nope. Amari Odom kept it and got in the end zone for a touchdown.
Lagway dropping. He's going to take a shot. Looking for Sturdivant in stride at the pylon. He's in for the touchdown. J. Michael Sturdivant.
For Kennesaw State. 2nd and 4. Creel. Pressure coming up the middle. Flushed out. Now he's going to run for it. Picks up the first down and then some. Dives towards the end zone for a touchdown. And Parker, no one was there. He's gonna go untouched. Too easy for Wayshawn Parker. 64 yards.
Got to add to the lead here from the 38 on 1st down. Punt fake. Stockton steps up, delivers across the middle, and the catch is made by Branch, who circles back and accelerates. Zachariah Branch dashing between Longhorns, 1st and goal. Dogs punch it in. Bowens is the back. Gunner zips it. End zone. Touchdown a 2nd time. It's Noah Thomas.
4-man rush for Utah. It gets there. Robertson nearly tripped. Stays up. Cameron with the adjustment. Cameron to the end zone. How'd he do it? Odom surveying. Throws one off his back foot. Intercepted in the end zone by Mark Woods. A poor decision there by Odom.
Manning intercepted through a fastball high and outside, and KJ Bolden was waiting for it.
Ficklin in at quarterback. Ficklin with the fake, he will run it. Picks up a block on the right side. Ficklin, the hezzy, shoves a defender out of the way. Ficklin still motoring. Come on now, the kid's a star.
I expect the ball to go to this 3-receiver side with DeAndre Johnson right in the middle. 6'8".
Launches it down the field. and it lands in the hands of Johnson off the carom of a defender for a touchdown. 62 yards. Are you kidding me?
Johnny on the spot here, but the KSU defense, this is what you talk about.
Ole Miss is 4 for 12 on third down. High snap. Shambles pulls it down. Keywan Lacey busts it. Eyeing the end zone. Brought down at the 1-yard line. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter. Direct snap to Lacey. Freeway to the end zone. He adds to his Ole Miss record. Touchdown.
2nd and 4, and it's intercepted. Anthony Hill reached up. First takeaway tonight for this Texas defense. The play they needed.
Which Dampier threw for a touchdown. Option, the pitch. Dakari Rogers cuts it back up, and he's in. The power back with the second effort. And will that be enough to put Baylor away?
Baxter is the back. 1st and goal. Play fake. Manning. End zone touchdown, Ryan Wingo. And finally, the Burnt Orange find the end zone. They cash in the Hill interception with
Chris Budden here in Oxford. Lagway, well protected. He's on the move. Sidearms one. Tip ball and an interception. Picked off by Wydell Williams.
Stockton fires downfield, caught, touchdown, London Humphreys. 11 emphatic answer, and now an onside kick, going to steal a possession, and it works. Georgia recovers the onside kick, trickery from Smart, stealing a possession.
Empty backfield. A 2-man rush. Lagway steps up from the end zone. Throws one into double coverage. Tipped and almost caught. Oh my goodness. It was tipped up in the air, and sneaking behind was Sturdivant. He almost caught the ball on the tip.
Build a 3-score lead. Stockton keeping all the way. No, flip into the end zone. Touchdown, Lawson Lucky. Stockton on the move. And he'll run it into the end zone. One on the ground to go with a career high 4 touchdown passes.
Creel, wide open, runs it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 15-yard scamper.
Denegal right up to the line. Is this a touchdown? Yes, it is. Touchdown.
So on 3rd and 7+.
14th play of the drive. That is lovely, and he's in. Touchdown. 2 long drives on the ground from the 8. He's going to run it. And he's in. Touchdown, San Diego State. Jaden Denegal.
Would you want to drive a trash can, yes or no?
Yes, I mean, garbage day is Wednesday in Orlando, so Tuesday I bring the garbage out every night, 2 of those. I'd love to put a little motor on them, scoot down my driveway.
Montana State just got a 28-yard field goal. They've scored 17